Hi, we are Avatar, and you're listening to Broken Neck Radio.
Metal that makes you want to break shit.
All right, what's up, guys? DJ Insanity here at Rock on the Range 2014 in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm speaking with the lead singer of Avatar, Johannes. They come all the way from Sweden to rock our asses and melt our faces. How's it going today, brother man?
Doing really good. This was our first ever festival here in the US, and I'm a bit overwhelmed, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the reception for you guys has been absolutely ridiculous. And I was just telling you before the interview, Hell the Apocalypse really made me a real fan of you guys. Have you noticed? I mean, it Smells Like a Freak Show got you a lot of notoriety, but I mean, are you noticing with Hell the Apocalypse and Bloody Angel that people are just starting to flock more towards you?
Well, something has definitely happened. It's a bit early to say, because the album came out this Monday, but we really, as we've been, crossing the country back and forth quite a bit now in the past few weeks, we can definitely sense there's something different going on, for sure.
Yeah, I think that you guys are going to be one of the bands to look out for. I think that honestly, probably the next end of this year, into the beginning of next year, you guys with your touring and everything, I mean, I really think you guys are going to be one of the heaviest risers. I mean, you guys are just going to have an amazing time, I think. And the people in America love you, man. I got to tell you, everybody that is really receptive of your music. And it seems like you guys got something diverse. Lyrically and vocally, where do you come from? I mean, where do you draw your inspiration from?
Well, it's all over the map, really. When I stopped cutting my hair, so to speak, it was very much thanks to power metal of the European kind. So it's lots of Halloween and Blind Guardian and stuff like that. It was, although I can't sing like that, but that and more classic heavy metal. The first cover band I was in, we did Judas Priest and Ozzy Osbourne tunes and stuff like that. And I'm a huge Black Sabbath fan, huge. Yeah. But then, when I was around the age of 14, when I got introduced to death metal and that side of things, one of my first favorites was Lord Worm of Cryptopsy from the album None Survive. That just, so brutal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And that's so, but then there's been a whole bunch of bands and vocalists from those bands that have meant a lot in that early stage specifically. It's like, I know, Carcass and Immolation. I love Immolation.
Brutal, yeah.
And nowadays, I know it's a very mixed bag, of course, and it's been all about trying to find my own voice within what I've been started to learn how to do things. I try to find my own voice within those means. Devin Townsend is still one of my hugest, role models, vocalists and lives.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good one to have. Definitely a role model to have. Definitely. So what is it like coming from Sweden? I mean, you guys got bands like In Flames and you got, the death metal scene. I mean, Sweden just produces mass amounts of just really, really good bands. What's it like coming from a region like that where it's so saturated with this real big talent? I mean, how hard was it for you guys to start out and coming up in that environment? Were the other bands really helpful in that?
Yeah, I must say, you mentioned In Flames, and they took us one of our first major tours in Scandinavia. We opened for In Flames when we had our first album out only at home, and it's just an environment where it's encouraged to work on your band, and to try to pursue that dream in Sweden, because there are so many examples of it's doable,
Yeah.
And not just in death metal, we got Opeth, we got we got so many things,
I can normally come up with a list. I've been interviewing so much today, my brain is mush.
If you widen the spectrum, we got everything between ABBA and the Hives, away to Entombed and the Grave,
Yeah, definitely. The most interesting band I found out was called Prostitute Disfigurement. They're a death metal band out of Sweden. They're pretty good guys, but yeah, really, really good scene out there. It seems like, and so it seems like all the other bands are pretty helpful with coming up.
It's a culture. Yes, it's a pretty big metal culture. Also among ordinary people. It's very special for Sweden and Finland, both of them.
That's one of those places where as a metal fan, there's some places here and there that like metal, but you guys are just like in where you're from. It's just everybody's just almost basically breeds for metal. Seems like. It's just.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure there's a big variety of that too, but metal seems to be pretty predominant there.
There sure is, but metal is, it's per capita, it's more metal going around up north than I guess in most other parts of the world.
I got you. One more question. We'll get your links. With the makeup, the costumes and stuff on stage, where did you guys come up with that concept, like the freak show, like that?
It came about very organically. because we knew we were looking when we did Black Waltz, which is our fourth album back at home. We knew we were looking for something to achieve the next level artistically with what we're doing, and that is to really be able now to finally to really visualize the music. And pursuing this, it's just happened by chance that we came about to work with some sideshow people for the Black Waltz music video.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And it was then and there for that particular music video that we decided to try me being a scared clown to fit into that environment, to perform in the music video. But something just clicked, something just worked, and something awoke within me and within the band that we hadn't realized before was there. You know what I mean? So it was it's just something that happened, and something that then we felt that now the band has a real face, the music has a face.
Definitely.
And we've been building from there, and it's been a very, again, artistically wonderful journey, and what we have been able to do with our shows from now on, and what we can do with our music videos, we just took it up a notch.
Absolutely, and I think the reason you guys are so popular and why you guys will be really big, I think, one day, is because you guys had a almost theatrical element to it. It's almost like a show. You get an actual performance. A lot of bands are just happy just to headbang and sit there and play music, but you guys, I was watching. I was there in the front row at the photo pit. It's an actual show. It's theatrics. It's a performance. It's almost like you're watching a show, but then you get great music with it. So, is that what? I guess that's what you guys are going for. It's just the all-around element of pleasing the crowd.
Well, it's an all-around element of how we perceive what we're doing is that everything related to Avatar is art, not just the music.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so therefore, that is why it turns into a theatrical performance. It's because we want to access in all ways that the band can access it.
I gotcha. Well, kudos to you, man. Seriously, that album was amazing. And before we go, can you give everybody your links, your social links, Facebook, Twitter?
Well, you can start out with avatarmetal.com and you'll find everything from there.
Avatarmetal.com. Okay, check them out, guys, and definitely go and check out Hail the Apocalypse, a new album. When did it come out? It came out
this Monday, so May 13th.
May 13th. Yeah, it's a great album. I reviewed it. I gave it, I think, 9.5 out of 10, so it's amazing. These guys, check them out. Check them out live.
What about that last 0.5? What did we miss?
I can't think of it right now, but it was a really good album. I'm a very, very critical scorer, so appreciate your time. This is DJ Insanity signing off for now, here with Johannes of Avatar. Don't forget we play metal that makes you want to break shit.